J.K. Rowling has made approximately $500 million selling her books. Agatha Christie, the estimates go between $2 billion and $4 billion, what she made on her books. James Patterson, he earned about $300 million just this past year. And I could go on and on. Jodi Picoult, Danielle Steele, a lot of these people make, I don't want to say an obscene amount of money because it's not obscene. I'm happy for them to make millions, hundreds of millions, or billions of dollars. But why? How did they get so lucky? I'm going to talk to you about that in the video today. Stay tuned. Hi there, I am Dada Groover. I'm an award-winning author and speaker, and I am one of the founders of the Awakened School. We help people become world changers. This is the Inspired Writer channel, and yes, we have all kinds of good tips for all kinds of creative artists, and that is what we are here to do. People want to know what that secret sauce is. What does Stephen King have that I don't have, says the wannabe author, or the published author that does not make anywhere near as much. And you read some of Stephen King's books, and my apologies if you're a fan. I'm just going to be as honest as I can be here. I've read some of his books where I thought, wow, how did he ever get that published? For example, Carrie, Stephen King's first book, that was his breakout novel. In my humble opinion, it's just not well written. However, right, that wasn't a very humble opinion. I'm talking about one of the best-selling writers of our age, and I'm saying it's not well written, and I don't believe it was. I did not plan to say that today, but yes. Try reading Carrie and see what you think. There are certain aspects of it that did sell because of the market, I believe. And he was at the right place at the right time with the right product. And that's part of what has to do with luck, but it's only a piece of the puzzle. Other writers, for example, James Patterson, it's estimated he makes about $300 million a year. And it's not about money. It's really not about money. It's about success and why are some people's books bought and others not bought. I've seen excellent books that really never got off the ground, and I've seen books that really sold many, many copies, as in millions and millions of copies, that I felt were not good. Carrie is just one example by Stephen King, and there are other books too. I've read books by Jodi Picoult, some of which I thought were excellent and some of which I thought were substandard. And again, I'm being very judgmental, but it's all to make a point around this, because there's a myth, I think, around luckiness, and a lot of it does have to do with opportunity. For example, I think Stephen King was lucky initially with Carrie. Like, he presented the manuscript. It's what the publishers wanted at the time. It's what they thought would sell, and it did sell. It was made into a movie. It made a lot of money as a book and as a movie. And, you know, if he had had the exact same book coming out today and he'd pitched it to agents, there's a good chance it would have been turned down. In my opinion only. It may be true and it may not be true, but it's all about the timing. So he got in on that first book, and the book sold lots of copies, made the publisher a lot of money, and he did one after another. And frankly, some of his books are really good, in my opinion. They're very well written. And some of his books, even some of his later books, I could not get through. Mr. Mercedes, I could not get through. But he has a track record, and then he's got a reputation, he's got a name. And I'm singling him out. There's so many of these writers that, for example, a new James Patterson book comes out, and about 10 of them come out a year. This has something to do with this. Like, publishers love it when writers write a lot of books. More so than, that book is so amazing, I would just love for this writer to write this book. They want the writer to write a lot of books that people will buy. So getting back to Stephen King. So yes, some of his books are, I think, great, and some of them leave a lot to be desired. They've been made into some wonderful movies. Shawshank Redemption, you probably know that is one of his stories. He wrote the book, and then it was made into a movie. So what happened is the first could have been luck. You could have ascribed that to luck. And it could be that my judgment is way out of caliber. It could be that Carrie was a masterpiece, and I just don't recognize it. But yet the publishers did. I don't believe that's true. But here's what happened, is that book was the doorway. And then he worked hard at putting other books in that category, in that genre, right? His books are thriller, horror, if you want to call them that, and they're not all thriller horror. There's definitely exceptions to that. Shawshank Redemption is one exception to that. The Green Mile is another exception to that. But he had a certain way of going in this specific direction, and he worked very hard at it. So his subsequent books all kind of fit within the genre. I have known of fantastic writers that were extremely good in one genre, and they tried to go to another genre, and failed is a little bit too strong a word, but they did not have commercial success in that other genre. And they might have been writing under a pen name. They were writing just as well as they were in the first genre or better. So the point I'm making, it has very little to do with luck. It really does not have much to do with luck. However, when there is that opportunity, call it a lucky opportunity, if you will, then it's important for us to go through that door, to continue in that direction. And that it could come in many forms, that opportunity, that luck that originally comes. I believe, and this is just a belief, I might not be correct, but I think I am. I believe that we all have opportunity at some point or another. I know I've had many lucky breaks. Some of them I have taken. Most of them I passed on that opportunity. And what I've seen with other people too is many people have these lucky breaks. So whatever your opportunity is, it's so important to never wait for that luck to happen, for never wait. I'm just waiting for the perfect storm where my book is going to sell, or my art is going to sell, or people will recognize me and get me on some of these talk shows where I can really become famous. It's important for you to delve into your art on a deep level. Go as deep as you can on a soul level, really, so you're exposing your higher self to the world. That's what I would recommend. And then when things line up, awesome. If they don't line up the way you expect, that's also awesome. But watch for the opportunities. And sometimes it might mean taking a little bit of a change in direction. That's what it could mean. I highly recommend do what lights you up. Don't do what you think is going to sell or have commercial success or have a lot of people buy your art or your book or your music or whatever it is. Do what is close to your heart. Watch for those opportunities, and it is amazing how fast things will kick in for you. Even if you don't make a lot of sales, if you're doing what you really love, you're going to be a lot happier. And somebody said, I probably should have looked this up ahead of time, but you know what? I didn't. The harder I work, the luckier I get. If you know who made that quote, and you can look it up, because unlike me, I could have access to the internet, but I'm focusing here on my presentation. But seriously, tell me who made that quote. That would be an awesome little homework assignment for the comments down below. So yes, luck has something to do with it. The big breaks that come to some people, yeah, they're there. But the people who are successful, it's not because they had a big break. It's not because they had luck. This is the biggest point. It's because they acted where they could. They took advantage when there was an opportunity knocking. They answered the damn door. When opportunity knocks, make sure you answer your door. This is what's important. And once you answer that door, you keep going. There have been so many, how many one-hit wonders in the musical world have there been, right? They have this amazing, amazing, whatever work it is, but they just, just kind of like ride on whatever it is. They don't continue. They don't keep that path going. It's important for you to remain on your path and go where it is important for you to go. And only you can figure that out. Only you can say, what is that important path to you? So that's what I'm going to leave you with today. My humble suggestion is keep your eyes open for those opportunities and work hard. Pay attention, right? Attention, awareness, these are very, very powerful tools for you as a creative artist. This has been Dada Groover. I would love it if you click that subscribe button and also ding that little bell so you will be notified. If you feel like liking this video, if you liked it, then please do click like. All right, Dada Groover signing out.